Boker Tov. It's been a few days without Shir Hashirim. No matter what time it is, we have to do a Shir Hashirim. Okay, so we're Perek Zayin, Pasuk Yud Gimel. Nashkima lakeramim nire im parecha gefen pitach hasemadar nehetzu harimonim sham eten dodai lach. The second last pasuk in Perek Zayin. This continues from the previous pasuk. This is Bnei Yisrael telling Hashem, let's go out to the field, let's sleep in the village. So he said, let's not be in the big city, there's too much, let's be in a private setting. Continuing on that vein, Hashkima lakeramin. Let's wake up early, Hashkim, and go to the vineyard. Nir'eh, this Bnei Yisrael talking to Hashem, Nir'eh, let's see, Im parecha gefen, if the wine, if the grape started to flower, Pitach hasemadar, smadar is small grapes. If the small grapes came forward, henetzu harimonim, if the rimon bloomed, if the actual rimon itself, if the fruit came out, sham, there etene dailach, I will express my love to you. So Rashi and the Gaon Mevilna and the general Pirush over here says that this is talking about our connection to Hashem in the Bet Midrash, in the Bet HaKnesset. And that is like the vineyard. And an interesting point here Rashi makes is the expression of us showing our love to Hashem, the greatest is attending Bet HaKnesset, is attending synagogue. Because if a person doesn't attend synagogue, right, and I love Hashem, well, here's the house of Hashem, come and show that you love Hashem. So here Rashi explains as follows, that there's also different stages. So he says, let's go to the vineyard, let's go to the Bet Midrash, let's go to the synagogue. We're here to come to the synagogue, Hashem, to come to the Bet Midrash, to connect to you. Let's see, Im Parecha Gefen. He says there's different levels. So Parecha Gefen is just a flower sprouting up. This is talking about people that just learn Psukim. This is the first stage of learning Psukim, Torah. Pitach hasemadar. Then maybe the grapes. There's some of us that are small grapes, which is people that learn Mishnah. Henetzu harimonim. You get to the full fruit. I mean, it's transitions from grapes to pomegranates. The full fruit is people that learn Gemara, which is the full fruit, because once you learn the Gemara, you have a basis on how you know where the halacha is going. When you start with the pasuk, very often you can't derive the halacha from the pasuk. There's much more details. Mishnah gives you more insight. Gemara gives you the most insight, and from there you can base the halacha. So this is with all these deep levels in connecting to you, Hashem. That's where I express my love to you. The Gaon Mevilna, along the same lines, tells us this, and he says that he says a kerem is a vineyard. Even when there's no grapes on the vineyard, let's say it's the winter time, it's still called a vineyard, even though there's no grapes on it. So he says, so too, just coming into the Bet Knesset, just coming into the Bet Midrash, even though I don't know how to read, I don't know how to do Pesukim, I don't even know how to do even more advancement, you're still in the vineyard, you're still in the Bet Knesset, you still have the Hashpah, you still have that connection. Unbelievable. And again, he says the Mishnah, the Psukim, Mishnah, Baalei Gemara, each step here along the way. And he connects this also to Nevi'im, and people that study Torah, people that are Baalei Hirah, and Baalei Mitzvot, which is, of course, in reference to the Rimon, which is people of Baalei Mitzvot. The Sefer Rokeach, he has a different approach to this pasuk, and he says as follows. First, the Arizal actually says that this is another pasuk of Bnei Yisrael showing our love to Hashem and trying to gain him to come back to us. Remember, this is the relationship, the man and the lady. Here the lady is trying to express her love to get him to come back and to pull us out of the galut. And he says that the Sod HaGeula is this concept of parcha. This is the Arizal saying that the secrets of Geula is in a way like a sprouting, as we say in Amidah, "Et tzemach David avdecha menat tzmiach." Tzemach as a flower is something that sprouts up. So we want the Mashiach to come, something sprouting up. We said this shot before, that when you just see earth, with nothing there, you think there's nothing there. But one day, you see a grass coming up. You see something there. It wasn't there before. Where is it? It comes from somewhere unexpected, from the ground, from under. So to Mashiach, it's going to come unexpected. It's going to be. We're not going to be realize. It's going to come. That's. So the Arizal says this when it talks about growing, paracha gefen. It's a connection to the Geulah when Mashiach comes. Sefer Rokeach says that this is different times. Basically, this pasuk is different times throughout our history. We want to show Hashem our love to you throughout our history, and we want you to come back to us. So he says, number one is nashkima. The word nashkima, the keravim. Nashkima is the same letters as Chaf Yud Mem Shana. Chaf Yud Mem is the numerical value of 70 Shana. Those letters, Nashkima. 70 Shana, that's 70 years between the first Beit HaMikdash and the second during Galut Bavel. And you came back to us. You brought us back to the second Beit HaMikdash. And he also says, La Keramim. Keramim is the gematria of 310, where the Mishnah, the last Mishnah in all of Shas, says when a person, after the Ati level, tzaddikim are going to get 310 worlds. What that means is like in reward. Shai olamot. So here is also that we want the end of the galut to reveal, for you to give us these gifts that you've promised us. And he says, and look at our history, who we've had. Nashkima lakeramim is the gematria Avraham and Sarah. Nir'eh in paracha gefen says em paracha gefen. The mother gave birth, which was Sarah, that cried so much to have a child, and it was Yitzchak, and all of our mothers cried so much to have children in order to bring them in your way, Hashem. This is the Em Paracha Gefen. The mother was crying to give birth to fruit. The word Nir'eh, right? Nir'eh in Paracha Gefen, Nir'eh is Gematria Aharon, and Harimonim is Gematria Moshe. Also, there's 3 stages in this pasuk: Paracha Gefen, little sprouting; Pitacha Semadar, grapes, small grapes; and then Netzer Rimonim, the full pomegranate. These are the 3 avot. And also the Rimonim is the last one, referring to Yaakov Avinu, who's the last of the avot, which all the fruit, all the fruit came from him. Rimon is full of seeds. It came from Yaakov, the 12 Shvatim, and all of Bnei Yisrael comes from, as opposed to Esav and Ishmael, which come from Abraham and Yitzchak. Also, the 3 is connected to Moshe, Aharon, and Miriam, Kohanim, Levim, and Yisrael. He also brings the explanation of the Gaon of Vilna as well, which talks about Torah, etc. And he also says, Parecha HaGefen Pitach, the last 3 letters is Chana, which is the mother of Shmuel, who also cried so much for a child, which ended up being Shmuel HaNavi. And he ends off by saying, Eten et Dodai Lach. Dodai is a numerical value of 24, which is the 24 books of Tanakh. That with all this history that we have, our forefathers that go in your way, and the promises that you've given us, Lati level, you've taken us out of Galut. We're still connecting Kohanim, Levim, and Yisraelim to you, Hashem, and Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, Moshe, and Aaron. We've connected you to Shmuel and Avi, and all of our mothers that cried so much to have children to go in your way, and we're still going in your Chav Dalet Sfarim, in your 24 Sfarim. We want to come out of this exile, of this Galut, and come to the Mashiach Tzidkenu, B'mehera v'yamenu, Amen. Rabbi Chananya, B'akasha Omer, Tzad Kadosh Baruch Hu, Zebkot et Yisrael, Lefi Charbon, Tomas Shem Adon, Chamas Baruch Hu, Torah v'yadir. Have a good day, everyone. Chazak u'baruch.